What's up, guys? I'm going to do another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the update that came out today, November 15th, for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And real quick, I just want to point out that there was an update yesterday, November 14th, for Black Ops 4. That was patch 1.06, and it was live on PlayStation 4. We didn't get any patch notes or anything for that, so that's what happened yesterday. I was going to make a video about that, but since we didn't get any official patch notes about it and I haven't been able to find anything about it anywhere, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to do the ones for today, November 15th. So this update is huge, rolled out today on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and it made a whole lot of changes, and there's so much in this. So first off, we're going to start out with multiplayer. So for gameplay changes for multiplayer, they said that they improved melee attack hit registration, and they said that there's more improvements to come in an upcoming patch. They added enemy attachment information to kill cams. They resolved an issue where players leaving a match shortly after joining could cause a white square to appear in the scoreboard. I've still had issues with this ever since, but it looks like they are aware of this issue and they're trying to fix it, and they've been doing a couple things for that. For creative class, they closed an exploit that allowed the player to apply dark matter, gold, or diamond camos on any weapon regardless of camo progression. They resolved an issue where players with signature weapons could encounter UI error 55068 when selecting a weapon under another creative class tab. CWL custom games got some changes, so they changed the special equipment restrictions that are now implemented as intended. Players now continue to earn score towards score streaks after the first round of CWL Search and Destroy and CWL Control. Torque has been changed. Torque is no longer selectable in CWL Search to align with current official CWL rule set. These changes will continue to be tested and reviewed for viability and competitive play. And Torque's razor wire no longer does damage to align with the current official CWL rule set. And there was an issue where the players could become stuck and unable to move when walking into an enemy's Torque razor wire. They did two changes to the map. So they did one change to Nuketown. They closed an exploit where players could grapple on top of the red shed. And on Fire Range, they closed an exploit on top of some sandbags. And for score streaks, they fixed a crash that could occur when shooting down the care package, Mantis, or strike team helicopters. And then for the game modes for MP, for gun game, they resolved an issue in gun game where winning a match, then leaving the lobby before the next game starts could cause that player's name to appear on the next game's scoreboard with stats from the previous game. And they made one change to the challenges, and that's the EKI tracking has been added for domination and control to the proactive measures challenge requirements in the game heroics category. So a couple changes to multiplayer, not a whole lot, but still, it's good to see Treyarch making changes and updating it and trying to make it better. So for zombies, I did some stability updates, not as much as they have in the past, but it's still, for having a brand new update today, and they've been updating the game like freaking crazy, it's nice to see a couple more changes. So they fixed a crash that could occur when a player disconnected while the chakram was thrown, fixed a crash that could occur when the Blightfather performed its tracking missile attack, fixed a rare crash that could occur while using Anywhere But Here, fixed a rare crash that could occur while using the chakram throw, fixed a crash that could occur upon the homunculus death in 9, and they fixed a crash that could occur when fighting the Destroyer during the main quest, fixed a crash that could occur upon completing the Arena Rock side quest, and they fixed a rare crash that could occur when enemies spawn during the Raw Obelisk step in the main quest. And then some general changes for zombies. They resolved an issue in Blood of the Dead where ambient music would abruptly stop and restart when progressing through rounds, and then they closed an exploit where players could use certain elixirs without consuming them. So now onto Blackout. So they changed the descriptions, they updated them for Ranger, Airborne, Frogman, Seal, and Battle-Hardened characters. So they did this to clarify that they're unlocked by progression to a specific echelon instead of their character mission, because there is no character missions for these characters per se. It's literally just all echelon level based. So it's once you get to echelon level 40, you get the Frogman. And and so on and so forth. It's not like you got to find a specific character mission item and complete a character mission in order to unlock these characters. So that's good. And then just a couple miscellaneous changes. They resolved an issue where attempting to load a custom paint job could cause a UI error message to appear. They fixed a crash that could occur when switching between modes. And the fist bump returned to the gestures menu. They resolved an issue where the daily tier skip icon could appear misaligned in the main menu. And for the black market, they resolved an issue where current tier progress could be reset by acquiring a special order. They resolved an issue where the black market menu could disappear when switching between the multiplayer and zombies menus. So now we're going to talk about some PC specific changes. So if you guys are on consoles, then of course, this isn't going to apply to you. But if you guys are interested in the PC things, then, feel free to stick around. But there were some PC exclusive changes to this update. So they did a couple stability updates. They fixed a crash occurring on CPUs that don't support SSE 4.1 instructions extension. This issue was affecting AMD Phenom CPUs. They fixed a rare crash during the first seconds after launching the game. And they did a couple gameplay changes. They added 3 new keybinds for stance up / jump, and stance down. They added a gameplay option for ADS sensitivity trigger timing. Added a gameplay option to remove hit marker visual and or sound. They added an option to toggle ASUS or RGB effects on or off, so that's actually kind of cool there. They adjusted iron sights and scope movement while turning to make them appear close to the center of the screen. They fixed an issue where the push-to-talk keybind would not work with an overlay open. Then a couple miscellaneous changes. They resolved an issue where the player could not rename paint jobs. Fixed an issue where the player could not change reticle color with the mouse. They added visual improvements on tooltips throughout various menus. New messages will now always be displayed in the chat box, including callouts, and align buttons in the custom game lobby. So then for multiplayer, they did a couple changes here, just like bug fixes. They resolved an issue with re-rolling enemy care packages with the engineer perk. Resolved an issue where specialists would appear in the preview slot when no specialist was selected during the specialist draft. Resolved a visual issue in Heist where the close button would remain on screen when closing the buy menu with the escape key. They resolved an issue where the textures would appear pitch black for several seconds at the beginning of a match. And now they did some changes to some weapons for multiplayer. So this is, some changes here that are PC specific. So keep in mind that anytime an update comes out, Treyarch has said that they're going to be doing PC specific changes. So because PC is different than console, they're not going to just do the same things on PC as they do on console, because PC is honestly like almost its own different game. And so I'm really happy that Treyarch is doing this, that they're taking the time to make sure that PC gets the proper love that it needs, and that the game is balanced and works well for that specific platform. So we have 3 SMGs that were changed. The SOG 9mm got its hipfire spread increased. The Spitfire got its hipfire spread increased, and it also has slightly reduced the hipfire bonus granted by the laser sight attachment. And the Cordite got the hipfire spread increased. So couple nerfs to the SMGs on PC. For tactical rifles, the Auger DMR got a slightly increased rate of fire, so that got a buff. And the ABR 223, they reduced the delay between each burst, so the ABR got a buff on PC. And then snipers, the only sniper that got changed is the Paladin. So High Caliber 1, they added shoulders to the one-shot kill zone, and High Caliber 2 now grants a one-shot kill to the stomach and above. Hands and lower arms have been removed from the one-shot, one-kill zone. And they also fixed an issue where the game was not used in the PC description for the Paladin and its attachments. So a couple changes there to the weapons. And then specific PC Blackout changes. Gameplay, they added a keybind to tag an item. They added perk activation feedback in the player HUD. And pressing the interact key will now close the stash while looting a stash. And they resolved an issue where players could use a trumpet kit before the game began to start with 200 health. That's a big problem there. They resolved an issue where the toggle healing would heal faster than the hold option. And they resolved an issue where the free look mode would make it impossible to move the RCXD. And then they did one stability update where they fixed a crash that would occur when aiming down sights using the Hades equipped with a 2x scope. And then Treyarch said that they have a couple things in the works for PC players that they're going to be doing, towards the future. And that is that left arrow to navigate through custom classes in the create a class menu is missing. And that players can still change tabs by using the navigate to previous tab and navigate to the next tab keybinds. Hit marker options are not always set to their default value in launching the game, and new options were introduced to allow the player to remove the visuals and or audio for hit markers. If you wish to enable them, you'll find the following options in the interface tab in the options menu. So that's hit marker visuals, hit marker sound effect, and damage based hit markers. So cool stuff there. This was a really awesome update. They did stuff for every single platform, so Xbox, PS4, and PC. PC got some specific changes there. Really awesome. Treyarch's been killing it, this past week or two with all these updates, and I can't wait to see what Treyarch does in the future. They've been absolutely killing it with zombies, all those stability updates and stuff. It's been crazy. And then all these changes to multiplayer. Right now with multiplayer, they're just fine-tuning it to get it to the perfect place where they have all the specialists balanced, all the weapons balanced. And I feel like they're pretty close to having multiplayer be just about perfect. So then they're kind of focusing on CWL stuff and bug fixes. And then Blackout, they're tuning some Blackout stuff. But my guess is they're really trying to prepare for more Blackout modes and new Blackout content as well. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments down below and about this huge patch. There you guys go. That's the patch notes, though. Join me guys back here tomorrow when we're going to have more Black Ops 4 content. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.